Welcome to the YouTube video here today. Today I have a different lens on, and I definitely wanted to be nice and high definition for today because I really have something to share, something on my mind. I really wanted to make some content, really wanted to make a point today to share with my listeners, my followers, my subscribers, family, and my friends. That's what I call you guys. I just wanted to share something with you guys who are in tune with me. And I hope you've had a good day today. I hope you have had a good day today. I hope that you've been thankful to the Lord for everything that He's done in your life, and really, maximize what is good and minimize what is bad, right? But I always can just go off on little tangents, or if that's the right word, if I'm using it right. I didn't even look at the definition for it. I just know that people use it a lot. But anyways, guys, hope your day is going well. Hope your day is going optimistic. Hope it's positive. Hope it's blessed. And because it is, because today is a blessed day. This is a blessed podcast session and a blessed video today. Today, guys, I'm going to be talking about e-commerce, Amazon FBA, but also something very specific with that, and that is dealing with poverty, along the lines of poverty. And I believe that the title of this video is going to be, if I'm so blessed, or if I go to church, why am I still broke? And I don't want to take too long. I want to get straight to the point because I know the video sometimes has a hard time. Memory gets eaten up really fast, but I just want to say that, why do I go to church? Why do I, I'm doing everything right. And I've been in this position before where I have given my life, definitely to God. I always give my life to God on a daily basis. That's a daily thing, right? But there's times in my life, especially in the beginning, where I've given myself, my time, and just everything in general to the point of exhaustion, and to the point where my finances have suffered, to the point where I'm not making any money. I'm not even making any money for myself, even alone to have a family that I want, or a girlfriend, or a wife that I would desire to support. Living in basements and really struggling to pay the bills while paying my tithes and offering and giving my time to the house of God, and just trying to do things right by my neighbor, and do what God's will, and it was at that point, especially at the time where I was very much suffering with my finances and money. And you got to understand that money is just so powerful. Money is it's so powerful. Yes, it's so important. Money is important. So if someone says that money is not important, I'm sorry to say, they're kind of stupid. They're kind of stupid because why? Because it's so important. We need money to live. We need money to continue our lives, our dreams, our passions. Even if you do give your time to the Lord and things like that, yes, God is going to bless you. Yes, God is going to give you opportunity. The opportunities are there. There are so many opportunities in this country. This country, the United States of America, is so blessed. I may take a drink here because I'm already feeling dehydrated. But guys, we are in such a blessed country, right? Full of opportunity. So God has blessed this country already. There's already enough opportunity. If you're breathing, you are doing just fine. Health-wise, there's no reason why you can't put in any type of work and make any type of money, become an entrepreneur or anything, even online business. Even, being fresh to the e-commerce world, Amazon myself as well, and selling things online, eBay, maybe your own website, Shopify, all those, websites, Wix, all those, websites that are out there, even your own, maybe you've created. It can be difficult and scary when you're starting something, right? But guess what? The opportunity is there. It's just going to take time to get comfortable with. It's just going to take time to learn. Let me just check the, about 19 minutes memory card. It's going to take time to learn. It's going to take time to get comfortable with things. Like myself, my full-time career right now, besides online business, my trade is barbering. I cut hair for a living. And that's not all that I am. I don't just consider myself just a barber. I am an entrepreneur. I am a man of many ideas and creativity. And I put ideas into place, and I test, and I learn what works, what doesn't work, creating multiple streams of income. Because that's what I'm all about, is multiple streams of income. And I'm not just here to be greedy or just to put other things second before money. But if you don't have any money, then you really can't do much. If you don't have money to pay the bills, to eat, to do what you got to do, then what are you doing? What good can you? What good and type of help can you help your neighbor? Just because you get a good lump sum of money and you share it with somebody and you give somebody some money and then all of a sudden you're broke, it doesn't make you a better person. Yes, you may have helped that person, have surprised them, have blessed their lives, it's great. That's nothing wrong with that. But if you're just living by day to day, week by week, paycheck to paycheck, I don't want you to live like that. I don't want you to live like that. I want you, it's my passion. God has put in my heart, I know for a fact that He wants you to increase. God wants me to increase. He wants me to increase for sure. He doesn't want the church to be poor. We're not here to be poor. You're going to get in so many things: real estate, e-commerce, businesses, ice cream parlors, all kinds of things. There's so many ways that you can sell something, make money. You go to college, you get finance, and you can pay that debt off, and you can do all these things. And there's so many things that you can do. You can get a bunch of bananas, and sell them one by one. Buy them for $5 and sell them for $1.50 a piece, and you can make 50 cents profit on each one. There's so many ideas, so many opportunities, and I hope you're following me here. And the point of this is to state that there's so many opportunities, and God doesn't want you to be poor. God does not want you to be poor. He wants you to be rich. Why? So He can bless others. God does not just want you to pay your tithes and give offerings and be broke all the time. No. God does not want you to be just full of the Word and so spiritually blessed that you're not financially blessed, because there's something wrong there. Because if you're spiritually blessed, you should be financially blessed. Yes, you're going to go through hard times. Yes, there's going to be struggles in life. I'm not saying that there's not going to be, but there's no reason why you should not be blessed today. This country, this economy has been at such a high time. I don't care what people say about the president or what's going on. Guess what? The most important thing that we have is the economy. If we don't have an economy, then we have no time to complain. We have no time to help. We have no time to do anything. We have no time to protest or do anything like that. Guess what? If you're not making money, you're not eating. You're not going to be able to feed yourself. You're not going to be able to have a roof over your head, heat in the house. The most important thing is to just live. And no, it's not the most important thing before family, but if you don't have money to provide for a family, then what are you doing? What are you trying to accomplish? You're going to have to put in the hours and the time, and put your job priority before your family, so that you can provide for that family. Because you're not only just working for the dollar, or the almighty dollar, and just putting that as a god. No, we're not here to do that. No, we're not here, my friends, my family who listen to me. We're not here to do, my brothers and my sisters. We're not here to do that. I want to talk to you like you're my brother or my sister, and my family member. And if you're my family member, and if you're my little brother, my little sister that's watching me, I don't even know if you're watching me or not. Listen to me. Like, God does not want you to be broke. God wants you to put Him first, right? Have a relationship with Him and put Him priority. God number one. But He also wants you to succeed in life. In your finances, and it's gonna take work, and it's gonna take time. You're gonna be exhausted sometimes, but guess what? That's what it takes. It's just what it's gonna take. But you want to find something that you like to do. Yes, anything that you like to do and you do a lot of it, you're gonna get tired. That's just you better get over it. Drink an energy drink, drink some coffee, and just have a ball with it. Fall in love with the journey. Fall in love with the journey, because if you don't, it's just the journey's gonna eat you alive, and life is going to just overwhelm you. So I'm going about 9 minutes here. Guys, what I want to say is that God has put in my heart to help you. I do a lot of things on this channel, but this is my purpose for this channel right now. My purpose for my life. One of the purposes that God has put in my life, and that's just to share this opportunity with you, is e-commerce, Amazon FBA. I've been my finance. I've been getting money from Amazon FBA. It's been helping me in my journey. and paying my bills and just replenishing that. And it's been spending back out money. It's such an easy route to be an entrepreneur. It's a ridiculous reason why you should not be attempting to do it. Some people are so scared and so stuck. They want to just work their 9 to 5, and you can do just fine with that, and you can be just happy. But guess what? God has blessed us so much that you can have that time that you desire and stop working at that in that same 4 walls that you work in every day, and get you that freedom that you desire. Yes, the people that talk about financial freedom, the Lamborghinis and this and that, but guess what? It exists. God has given the opportunity for you to have it. You can have it. You can have it. You can have it today. When you want opportunity, you knock on the door. God says, ask and you shall receive. Knock and the door will be opened. God will open up a door that no one can shut. And the blessings are upon you. You are anointed a son of God, a daughter of God. And just know that God has given you the internet to be blessed. God has given you this video to be blessed. So if you're looking into e-commerce, you're looking into business, maybe you're looking into hair cutting, maybe one of you, my followers, are barbers, and that have been following me since the beginning of this channel. And that's one of the things that I committed myself to, was barbering for this channel. But I might just do that separately, because I want to keep this general. I want to keep what God wants me to do and help people. At the same time, there's just an even exchange here where I add value to your lives, and eventually, the value is going to be added back to me. But it's my heart's desire, as a servant's heart's desire right now, to take the time out and get dehydrated right now, and to tell you that God has chosen you to be blessed. God has chosen you to be rich financially, not to be dumb and stupid to the ways of making money. No, you're not. If you are paying your tithes, giving your offerings, and you're going to work and you're doing everything that you can do to serve and please God and your neighbor and be in church and serve your pastor, and you're still broke, there's a problem. There is a massive problem. I want to mention something, and God forgive me if I'm wrong, if these are idle words. God forgive me, but I believe these are words from the Lord himself. If I understand that being in church and you can get overwhelmed by the offerings and not only just your time, but your money and just the new offerings. Maybe there's a new evangelist, maybe there's something that's happening, and the pastor's calling for funds and from the people. But guess what? Today I want to tell you something. Today I want to just encourage you to work hard and work smart. Yes, I encourage you to put time in the Lord's house. But guess what? If you don't have any money, what good are you going to do? What good are you going to do for your brother in the church, for your pastor? If you just work hard and you get that business going and you put some time out for the work, and that because work is not putting God second. Work and worship are definitely the same thing. There's a Hebrew word and I forget what it is, but it's the same thing. You work and you worship. Yes, you're going to work for the Lord. You're going to reach for souls, and you're going to go out there and you can do that in your journey. But you can also do that in your journey while you work and you serve. For example, myself, I serve, whether it be a child or another person. I serve that client with a haircut. My hands are literally working on the person's head, on the person's hair, and serving them and making them happier. Because that's God's will for you to serve them, to work. Whether you work at the steel mill or you do anything else, you're serving that employer. You are serving. That is God's will for you to serve. And God's will for you to sweat by your brow. And it's just so important that you put in the work and you make your money and you get your finances in line. You take care of your debts. You do what you got to do. You play smart. You don't let the debts overwhelm you. You don't let finances overwhelm you. You are in control. You overwhelm the finances by taking control and using that to your advantage. Using debt to your advantage. And just increasing yourself and being blessed. So guys, if you're broke and you're going to church, you're doing all the things right, and you're wondering why you're still broke, I'm here to talk to you today, young man. I'm here to talk to you today, young woman, a person, friend, family, that God does not want you to be broke. So take the time out. You may have to work on the day that there's service. And unfortunately, you don't want to ditch God, right? But maybe you can listen to it online. Maybe you can still be in tune. Not saying that you're trying to be a heathen and you're trying to backslide. But what you're trying to do is you're trying to put God first by creating more income and working hard now. That way later you can definitely be in the church and you can put more time in the church. And at the same time, you know what? You don't have to worry about finances. or getting some type of special offering from the church, because you have these businesses going and they're running themselves. And you know, eventually they would be almost on autopilot. You could just manage them, watch and oversee them. And that's just the beauty of being an entrepreneur. That's what God has called me to be, and that's what I'm going to be, that's what I am. I'm going to be a serial entrepreneur, multiple businesses and ideas that I'm going to put into place. A lot of people laugh at me, and I know they make fun of me and the ideas that I do and the things that I test, and me jumping from idea to idea. But guess what? I'm trying, and there's no one that's going to take that from me. And I'm happy for my journey, and I'm happy for what God has in store for me, for my future family, for my wife, and for all the things that God has for me. And I thank God for the journey, and I thank God for the ideas He's given me. And I just want to say that you're blessed. And I want to say that God wants you to increase so that you can bless your brother, you can bless your sister. And you can be there for them. And you can get out of that rat race of the 9 to 5 and get into the eagle flying race and fly like an eagle rather than be a rat. Just like the word says, you know, to soar like an eagle, you know, and be soaring above the storm. So guess what? You know, don't be overwhelmed. Stay focused. Call up those debt collectors or whatever you got to do to get your finances in line, and be encouraged. You know, take on this Amazon FBA. Dial in on some wholesale. Dial in on some retail arbitrage. Test. Don't put all your money into one basket with this thing. And little by little, be patient. Let the thing grow. Learn the system. Learn the Amazon platform. Learn the eBay platform. Whatever you're into. And learn the trade that you're in, learn the career that you're in, dial in on these things, then move on to the next thing. Don't be afraid to try. Don't be afraid to try. If you want to be a musician, don't be afraid to start up an Instagram profile and start playing the guitar and start learning. People want to see the journey. People want the real thing. They like to say, real recognizes real, and that's what I'm here to do. So be inspired, guys. Be encouraged. God bless you, and thank you for joining me in my journey of my life. And you know, the journey that I have to just help people, and I hope that you're blessed from this. Hope you caught something from this. Those who are listening to my podcast, God bless you. May God give you the ideas and the courage to do the right thing for yourself. Because if you don't put yourself first, no one is going to put yourself first. You're going to be running dry. Because I remember I was so involved in the church so much. And I'm not saying that I'm not putting anything against your church, right? It's my own doing. This is my experience and my decisions. I put myself so much in the church that I lost sight of what was important. My health. I wasn't eating right. You know, I was fasting. I was praying. I was doing all the things that God wanted me to do, and I sacrificed. Those are good. But it doesn't take so much sometimes because He's already paid the price, right? So to be blessed, sometimes you have to take a step back from putting so much time in the church and start working on your finances and other things, your personal life, your health, your wealth, your spiritual life, right? They're all tied in together. But put your health first. And hey guys, I just want to finish this up really fast. This was a long video, but I want to say stay encouraged, be blessed, put your health and your wealth first, and your spiritual life, of course, all tied into one. But know that when you serve your employer, your customer, you're serving God as well, because that's a person that God has given life to, and you're worshiping God at the same time. You're not worshiping that person or the money, but you're worshiping God, and you're showing that you want to serve them, and you serve them with a good heart. Don't take them for granted. Don't take the customer for granted, the employer for granted, but thank them, appreciate them, serve them well with a good heart. You know that it is of God that you serve them and you work and you make money. There's an even exchange, there's value given, and you get paid for it. And you want to be rich, and you want to be well, you want to be happy. And that at the end of the day, that's what it's about, is being happy and enjoying life, enjoying the journey. Whether you're broke, rich, happy, sad, or whatever that may happen in life, stay encouraged. God bless you. Please subscribe if you want to hear more from me. I may create a Patreon. Give me some feedback, guys, to see if you enjoy these videos. So God bless you. Until next time.